my guy is in financial straits. You know, he was very flamboyant and flashy with a lot of his money, and it almost seemed like impossible. Even if he lost a lot of it, how can he actually go broke? Well, no, he lost $8 million on a house in Vegas, $54 million in loans. Another house of his just got foreclosed on. What? He sold his plane. Logan Paul says he owes him like $1.2 million. He also owes Dubai royalty money. He's underwater with the IRS. He's not going to garner a lot of sympathy from people because of the way he acted in the way he...
When we're getting ready to shoot, he's got like these kind of people at his house.
Right.
And there's this like old school jeweler dude there. Like they're like, oh, this is like one of the OG jeweler guys. This is like who everyone else gets their stuff from. And he told me, and I'm not going to say who it is, but he's like, Mayweather's broke. I said, no. He's like, no, really. Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo, he spends like crazy.
I thought it was all BS for years until I saw the lien yesterday too, the 7.3 million.
Yeah.
I said, oh, this shit real.
This shit real.
So here's the thing, because me and Floyd are friends.
Okay.
I know his mom, all of us are cool. So I can't really give my opinion on this, that it would backfire in some kind of way. But I could say this, and I told you this about Michael Jackson years ago. You can't spend unless you are replacing the money.
Yes.
Hey, what's that? And I tell him, he said, that's nonsense. He said, well, as long as they trying to figure me out, they not gonna be able to figure out what they need to do. And he continues to move. I will say this without saying too much, that I've seen him pass on some big deals based upon business he already has on the table. But I highly doubt American white men, they're not known for doing this type of shit. They're just not, you know? That's nigga shit.
First they said he couldn't read, now they're saying he can't count. Floyd Mayweather's millions are dodging the IRS better than he ever dodged a punch.
Recently, the IRS filed a $7.3 million tax lien.
That's when...
for unpaid taxes from 2018 to 2023, for 5 years, unpaid taxes.
When I saw that yesterday, I'm the same. I thought it was all BS for years until I saw the lien yesterday too, the 7.3 million.
Yeah.
I said, oh, this shit real.
This shit real.
So here's the thing, because me and Floyd are friends.
Okay.
I know his mom, all of us are cool. So I can't really give my opinion on this, that it would backfire in some kind of way. But I could say this, and I told you this about Michael Jackson years ago. You can't spend unless you are replacing the money.
Yes.
Even TK Kirkland, a friend of Floyd Mayweather, admits he regrets watching Floyd mismanage his fortune so badly that now the IRS is landing a $7.3 million punch he can't dodge.
We've said this for years. If you spend out $500,000, $20,000, you better be making sure a week or 2 weeks you're putting the money back. If you're not gonna put the money back, eventually you will be broke if you keep spending. And what is my other rule? No matter how much money you make, you live beneath your means.
100%.
Not over your means. People get a little bit of change and they go for the highest things, and now you're stressing yourself out to keep chasing the rabbit. Man, come on, people. I don't know what else we gotta tell you. But the great thing Floyd does have going for himself is that he got a big fight coming up with Manning.
Kirkland is telling Floyd Mayweather to take the Netflix fight despite growing dispute and breach concerns, insisting it will help him knock down that unpaid tax dues and IRS liens before the referee becomes the federal government.
Well, Floyd, if you really have this problem with money, take the fight, whether it's a exhibition fight or a legit fight. Because I'm quite sure at the Spear, it's gonna be a lot of money. That's gonna be big time.
Hey, listen, Floyd had an unbelievable amount of spending.
Yes.
Like private plane.
Yeah.
I have never seen Floyd Mayweather at the airport.
Never.
I've seen 50 Cent at the airport.
Yes.
Me and 50 had a first class flight together.
Yes.
He was sitting right across from me.
Right.
He rich too.
Yes.
But he not flying private all the time.
Right.
Floyd has never flown commercial, I think.
And people don't understand how much that gas is.
Oh my God.
Just to go, I think one way is $30,000 to fly.
Just when you thought the IRS was Floyd's only opponent, an upscale Miami jeweler steps in with a $1.375 million lawsuit over luxury watches and diamond chains. And to add insult to injury, a Manhattan landlord is also coming after him for unpaid rent.
Boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. is facing another lawsuit, this time from a high-end Miami jeweler claiming he owes $1.375 million for luxury watches and chains. According to court filings, Mayweather allegedly purchased 27 watches and 15 chains, totaling $1.675 million from AJ's Jewelry last August, but paid just $300,000. 5 checks reportedly bounced. The lawsuit follows other recent legal issues, including a New York claim alleging he owes $330,000 in unpaid rent on a Manhattan penthouse, along with a separate federal case in South Florida involving a reported $4 million jewelry dispute. The 50-0 former champion is scheduled to return to the ring in September for a rematch against Manny Pacquiao.
Adding fuel to the fire, DJ Vlad claims a jeweler confirmed Floyd is quietly struggling, raising the question, is his ring return about desperation, not legacy?
I was hanging out at Wes Watson's house, right? He's a big fitness influencer.
Yeah, I know
you know who he is, right? So we did a house tour.
Bald headed dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
white dude. Big,
Like prisoner guy?
Prisoner
Yeah, I
guy,
know
right,
what you're
exactly. So when we're getting ready to shoot, he's got these kind of people at his house.
Right.
And there's this old school jeweler dude there. They're oh, this is one of the OG jeweler guys. This is who everyone else gets their stuff from. And he told me, and I'm not gonna say who it is, but he's Mayweather's broke. I said, no. He's no, really, Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm how could he be broke? He's yo, he spends like crazy.
DJ Vlad argues that Floyd Mayweather's glittering image might finally be cracking. Though the boxing icon still jets around, Vlad insists he moves with a quieter step these days, fueled by rumors of sagging investments and a failed bid to buy a jeweler's arcade. A high-end jeweler reportedly confirmed the financial strain, yet strangely, the public has barely blinked.
I mean, listen, Mayweather never flies commercial. He's only flying private.
So he doesn't own his own plane?
I don't think so. I've never seen a Mayweather plane, like a Drake plane. I've never seen that. Not to say that he doesn't. I don't know Mayweather like that. I've never even met him. So I don't know. I mean, you have a lot of properties. You have a lot of money you're constantly spending.
Right.
I don't know. Remember at one point he said he was buying the jewelry district building.
Yeah, and they said
that wasn't true.
Was yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know this man's finances, but this guy told me that Mayweather is in financial problems.
See, here's the shitty part about actually losing your money when you're on that level and you're, kind of flossing, showing off. Nobody gives a shit.
As more details emerge in this story, Mayweather's fans are guaranteed to feel embarrassed. Floyd is selling off his mortgages and dozens of properties simply because his crazy spending habits are haunting him worse than ever. Journalists and reporters are calling out Mayweather for his irresponsible behavior with money throughout his entire career.
Nobody goes back into the game of possibly being hit and embarrassed in front of people simply because they love boxing a great deal at the age of 49.
He's probably incredibly confused why someone keeps selling his mortgages. He probably has a dozen homes and 3 dozen different people holding his mortgages lately. That's why he's fighting.
It's the price of blow pops that has brought him back into
I'm sure all of it.
Fighting.
And he doesn't look, from where I was sitting over the last 20 years, didn't seem like he was super fiscally responsible. This is the least surprising thing ever.
A fighter known as the richest man, unable to handle his money, facing rumors of illiteracy, unpaid taxes, and debts piling up against him. Floyd Mayweather is now in a pitiful situation. While he is caught in lawsuits, he is also filing lawsuits of his own against Showtime just to buy himself a way out. But instead of dodging the whole situation, he is only preventing himself from making any real progress or positive developments.
Your spending has to be so fiscally irresponsible to lose the amount of money that Floyd Mayweather has lost that it is almost beyond anything that is reason. It's not merely fiscal insanity. It's something that doesn't make any sense to me.
Right. And another sign of him maybe in financial trouble is, as of February 2026, Floyd Mayweather has initiated a massive $340 million lawsuit against Showtime Networks and former executive Steven Espinoza. So he's trying to get some bread right now.
The estimate is that he made over $1.2 billion over the course of his career in just earnings from fights.
Yeah. I think a question, though, that you should also ask, outside of like how much has he made, is how much has he spent? You know? Because I would say he's fully capable of spending close to $1 billion in the last 25 years.
To add to it all, he has signed new fights. And one thing is obvious. Floyd Mayweather, by signing new fight deals with Mike Tyson and Manny Pacquiao, is going to make a lot of money, even more than throughout his whole career, and that might help him settle his dues. But will it really help him from never going into such a worse situation again? Probably not. The reason is the fact that his spending is beyond crazy. Flying in a suit that costs $10,000 just to walk on a beach. If these are his habits, nothing can save him from going broke again.
Is that at 49, he would have no other way of making this amount of money in one place, because it is an enormous amount of money that he will make, though it pales in comparison to the previous amounts that he's made. But I remember telling you guys here when I saw it on South Beach at the height of his earning, right? He and his crew walk into a place that's crowded. It's by the pool. It's a pool party. And one of the guys just takes out of the duffel bag $10,000 in cash to get it for a handful of beach chairs by a pool. And I remember saying at the time, and I felt judgmental saying it, but I'm like, that's exactly how you go broke, no matter how much money it is that you've made.
As we dig deeper, not only the lifestyle, but Mayweather's handling of business has been the reason behind his worst financial strains. Cam Newton highlights that Floyd's way of handling his business or brand has been pure nonsense and lacking practicality. Unlike Oscar De La Hoya, who has worked hard to promote other fights, Floyd, on the contrary, has had whoever he signed speak against him, like Haney and Gervonta Davis. And Mayweather himself remains busy promoting only his own fights. Not only did he not grow, but Mayweather Promotions also got stuck.
He gave off this lifestyle that was not realistic for a lot of people to obtain.
Yes.
My question is, why hasn't he ever aligned with a brand? Or let's flip it, why hasn't a brand ever aligned with him? I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
So when you think about boxing,
okay,
names that come to fruition is, or come to mention is, Oscar De La Hoya.
Yep.
Oscar De La Hoya is the face or the owner, creator, CEO of Golden Boy Promotions. Well, Mayweather Promotions, not a lot of people have aligned with that. You got Devin Haney that has spoke bitterness to him. You had Gervonta Davis who spoke bitterness to him. So it's like, hold on. Well, why didn't you get into promotional? You only promote your fights. That's not a scalable thing.
Yeah.
Highlighting a very crucial factor, Cam notes there are other fighters too who have had lavish lifestyles, like Conor McGregor and Oscar De La Hoya, but they have aligned themselves with brands, and brands have been aligning with them. Their investments increase, their companies are sold on shares, but nobody aligned, not a single brand, with Floyd Mayweather. This raises a serious question. Has Floyd's situation always been too confusing or concerning, or is it due to his irresponsible management or the illiteracy thing, or is he simply going broke?
Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor has aligned with this lavish lifestyle too, but his investments hit with one fight with Floyd. Proper 12. He grew that to its greatness and sold a lot of his shares. What I do hear or read the reports, I'm like, why hasn't nobody ever aligned with Floyd? Keep going.
Yeah.
When you see a guy like Canelo Alvarez,
yeah, Canelo.
Every time you see Canelo, it's always this gentleman. Wears the suits, right? Similar to Conor.
Yeah.
However, a sharply contrasting narrative is emerging. WAC 100, a close business associate of Mayweather, is now pulling back the curtain on the fighter's private reality. According to the outspoken manager, the true state of Mayweather's affairs is far more alarming than any public speculation has suggested, promising revelations that could genuinely stun the boxing world.
You and I are broke compared to Floyd Mayweather.
Definitely.
We're like essentially homeless compared to Floyd Mayweather.
He's one of my business partners. I just got off the phone with him on our way here, literally. You know where Floyd is rich at right now?
What's that?
His peace of mind. When I send him things, like I send you things when it's pertaining to you, when he gets the time, he'll call me and he say, hey, Wack, what's that? And I tell him, he said, that's nonsense. He said, well, as long as they trying to figure me out, they not gonna be able to figure out what they need to do. And he continues to move.
Wack 100's account paints a strange picture of calm. He claims Floyd appears utterly untroubled by the mounting chaos, insisting he is rich in peace of mind instead. While that mindset may be a deliberate choice, it raises quiet alarms. For a man drowning in debt and lawsuits to claim inner wealth above all else suggests something is deeply off.
I will say this without saying too much, that I've seen him pass on some big deals based upon business he already has on the table. But again, I've been to his home. I talk to him regular. He's my business partner. I think he's rich in his peace of mind because nothing that's going on out there is phasing him or get to him. He doesn't even control his social media. He doesn't see it. I'm telling you, he doesn't see it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's posting himself. He has someone that
doesn't see it. He doesn't pay any attention. When I need something done, I have to send it through different channels for it to get done.
Although Wack 100 maintains that Floyd is genuinely at peace, he acknowledges the boxer is facing real heat from accusations launched by multiple companies. Yet Wack also floats a provocative theory. This could all be an elaborate setup. He argues that beneath every surface level story lies a deeper truth waiting to break free. So while Mayweather projects calm indifference, Wack suggests appearances are deceiving, leaving everyone wondering whether Floyd is quietly in control or walking blindly into a carefully laid trap.
Now he's definitely not. I mean, we know that he has tons of businesses going on. They were making accusations that he didn't own the things he owned. You're not gonna find nothing in Floyd's name directly. You're not gonna find, when you're dealing with that type of money and those type of situations, you know this, Vlad, it's set up. It could be a foundation, a trust.
Yeah, shell companies, corporations, LLCs, whatever.
I know some of these people that they'll say they own 40 different companies, but what it is, they're part of an investment group that owns this. Not to say that's Floyd's case, but Floyd's all right. He's where he wants to be. He's content with himself.
Mayweather's financial unraveling runs deeper still. He faces relentless lawsuits on all fronts, even as Manny Pacquiao seizes his former gym following employee complaints about wages Floyd allegedly failed to pay.
How did he get the gym?
I guess it was available.
Left undone?
Yeah, left undone, available. It's a space that was once associated with Floyd Mayweather, but the way that Manny Pacquiao is framing it, he's trying to say that this facility is going to be a private training center, and it was never finished when it was under other management. Now, Floyd Mayweather, on his behalf, is being sued by a private jet company. They're saying he owes over $105,000 allegedly. And he also has a $7.3 million IRS lien to rent and he has rent problems as well. Jewelry claims against him as well.
From a $105,000 private jet tab to $7.3 million in IRS liens, $338,000 in abandoned property rent, and $3.9 million in jewelry debt, Floyd Mayweather's ever-expanding list of financial headaches shows no sign of shrinking anytime soon.
But the IRS is saying he owes his money from 2018 and 2023 for unpaid federal taxes.
This is so confusing to me because Floyd Mayweather is one of the richest, if not, he's definitely the richest boxer and one of the richest athletes.
He's made the most, right?
So I just don't, and it does, like, even if you spend all the dimes that we see on social media, how can you literally go be going broke, or is he just irresponsible?
There's
That's
one
what I'm
jeweler
trying to
who said he
figure out.
owes $3.9 million in jewelry. Another rent that he owes, that's allegedly $338,000 at the Baccarat here in New York City. But at the same time, he's also suing. He's saying that Showtime Networks owes him more than $340 million over misappropriated funds. So if he can get that.
Even as legal and financial storms rage around him, Floyd Mayweather is hitting back at his critics. He still insists he has endless money, luxury watches, and fully reads the numbers on his checks. But others see a desperate man fighting merely for bread, using bold claims to mask problems he can no longer hide.
He's also showing people that even amidst all these talks of him going broke, he still has money, and he was showing people how rich he really is.
People are always in my business, worried about what I'm doing, what I do got, what I don't got. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. Then I bring out the watch that costs $18 million. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do for you motherfuckers today? I'm gonna go for $50,000 because I ain't got else to do.
He always sound like he's reading. Like when he talk, sound like he's reading off a teleprompter, but he should just stop it.
Like he said, he knows the numbers on those checks though, so I don't know what's going to end up happening, and some people are feeling like he wants to fight again because he needs to, and there's always been all these rumors about his money
but risking tarnishing that perfect record.
I know, that's the thing, but at a certain point you have to be like, well,
F that record if you need that bread.
Here is the irony. Mayweather is buried in lawsuits over unpaid taxes, jet bills, jewelry debts, and abandoned properties. Yet he isn't suing the manager who stole his money. Instead, he is targeting the power of attorney who collects it. Something is deeply off.
Apparently he owe a lot of people a lot of money, okay? So Floyd, when you go broke, you start looking for where the money went. He don't be looking at all the bitches, all the private jets, all the cars, the watches. You know what I'm saying? He started looking, where did the money go? And so he looked and found that apparently this guy stole $400 million. Okay, but he not suing the manager, he's suing Showtime. He's saying that Showtime shouldn't have gave it to him. If I was Showtime, oh my God. Listen to me, guys. I said, why don't nobody sue me like that no more? What? If I was Showtime and you give a man that look like this power of attorney over you to come collect your cash, but you bypass suing him because you can't find him, you want to come to us saying that
New reports claim Mayweather has been quietly offloading watches and chains at pawn shops just to scrape together bond money. So much for I know the numbers on my checks.
They got this shop in LA. Maybe somebody will know the name of the shop. It's a pawn shop, but it's a bank. Okay? So apparently Floyd Mayweather has been frequenting both. So he's been selling his watches and his chains for cash because he is apparently strapped. That's the reason why Yaya, as we told you last week, is coming out saying that she about to get a job working 3 days a week at Starbucks. Let me pull up the receipt that I have here. Hold on, because this is one. So apparently he's going down there to the pawn shop. I forgot the name of the pawn shop, but the pawn shop is a bank, and upstairs you go, you pawn whatever you got, and then you come downstairs to the bank, and then they give you the money to make it seem like you're not going broke. But only the broke and the rich and famous that go up in there knows who's broke and who's not.
A fighter once crowned Money Mayweather is now buried under a mountain of lawsuits, and the theory that he is flat broke is gaining serious traction. Between being sued over jet bills, abandoned properties, and IRS liens, every new detail points the same direction. Mayweather is drowning in debt. That explains why he is trying to fight 3 opponents at once, including Mike Tyson. Unable to secure loans from any bank thanks to his wrecked financial reputation, people are now convinced that Mayweather is truly and irreversibly broke.
So he's our kind of broke. That's why he's trying to fight Mike Tyson right now to get up, because he is deep in debt and nobody will loan him money. No banks will give him money. Because Al Hyman took off with the money and didn't get his, maybe the reason they can't find him is because he got his teeth fixed and bought some hair. He probably got some face fillers too. Because how you let a man do that to you? How you let a man that look like that? Anything he said, I would not try. We've seen, and you know why I don't feel sorry for Floyd? It's because we've seen this story over and over and over again.
Mayweather's chaos is largely self-inflicted, fueled entirely by his lifestyle. He is known to burn millions in a single day on watches and chains, even renting out entire movie theaters for just 50 or 60 people. Insiders like Nicholas Irving have witnessed exactly how Mayweather spends, noting how quickly those bills pile up. What seems like a flex soon becomes a trap, with his own habits turning back around to destroy the very fortune he built.
Could this man be broke?
His lifestyle. I've been around like hanging out for days, weeks. It's the lifestyle. Like when you got a 40-man entourage, you got other people and you take everybody out, pay for everything, we shopping, the mall, going out to eat, renting out an entire movie theater. Yeah, just to go watch a movie at whatever time he wanted. It was like the theater was closed when we rolled up to the movie theater, and you know, you got the girls and all. Yeah, and you rent out a whole movie theater for 40, 50 plus people. I bet that bill can rack up a little bit.
So, is Floyd Mayweather truly broke, or is this all just smoke and mirrors? The IRS says one thing, the jewelers say another, and even his own friends are starting to worry. One thing is certain, Money Mayweather is bleeding cash faster than he ever bled opponents. Will these new fights save him, or is he just stepping into the ring to outrun the debt collectors? Either way, this story is far from over. Drop your take in the comments below. Do you think Floyd is genuinely broke, or is he playing chess while we're all watching checkers? And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next update when this saga takes its next wild turn.